Welcome to North Star Credit Union's Financial Compass podcast, guiding you towards financial wellness, hometown values, lifelong relationships, worldwide access.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the North Star Credit Union podcast, North Star Credit Union's Financial Compass. We are delighted you joined us today for our first ever podcast episode. So thank you for being here. Let's just introduce ourselves first of all to get this going today. It's certainly a lovely Friday. Happy you're with us. My name is Drew, and I'm here with Jessie and Melissa. And I am a loan officer here at North Star Credit Union. We all do a few different jobs. We're not, just loan officers. We normally go outside of that as well. So, handle some of the business accounts, various things here at the credit union. But primarily, I'm a loan officer. So if you ever run into me, I'm usually at the Cook branch or our Mountain Iron branch. We have 4 different branches. So that's where you can find me. But again, Drew Braun coming to you here, loan officer at North Star Credit Union. Jessie, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jessie Wyvoda, commonly known as Jessie B for those who listened to the radio back in the day. I am a financial services representative here at North Star Credit Union in the Nashwauk branch, which means I get to help people with their daily transactions and also learning to become a loan officer. And I love being able to just help people. Sometimes you don't know what to do, and I'm like, bing, I have an idea, and can help people with their finances, budgeting, and saving in that regard. So that's me. I'm Jessie, and Melissa.
I'm Melissa. I am in marketing at the credit union. I bounce around to all different branches and do a lot of community events and different areas of that. Also, you'll probably see me in all different areas of the credit union.
How long have you been with the credit union, Melissa, again?
50 years.
50 years? 15?
I've been here. I've been here. I know, right? No, I've been here for 5 years. In February was 5 years. I'm just really excited to be a part of the credit union team and world and be a part of North Star Credit Union. It means a lot to me, and I'm excited to have this opportunity at the podcast or the podcast to be able to showcase our products and services and also talk about real life situations related to financial wellness, overall wellness. I know that I could use some of that. So I'm really just here for the therapy from Drew and Jessie.
She's our marketing genius.
Yes.
Who won an award recently for her marketing. So Melissa, you are amazing. And I also am here for some therapy.
Mm-hmm. So much of our identity is because of Melissa and her marketing. I mean, if you see our ads all over the place, billboards, online, wherever it may be, it's all Melissa, and again, it's award-winning stuff. Mm-hmm. So we are so grateful to have her here at North Star Credit Union, and she's incredible at her job, a true professional, someone that I certainly looked up to all the time with her work ethic, and she's so involved in the community. Many listeners probably know Melissa, so we are grateful to have Melissa on our podcast. And so there's some quick introductions, just getting to know us.
Well, I wanted to say, too, I appreciate the kind words that Drew and Jessie truly are people who bring a lot of heart to the credit union. Drew doesn't tell a lot of people this, but he has a financial counseling certificate, and that's something that he utilizes in his day-to-day. If you've ever had a chance to work with Drew, he gets rave reviews about not only the services he provides, but just having that really guiding voice and comfort when you're working with them. And then everybody who has a chance to meet Jessie gets a chance to be completely loved, because she has so much she has so much to offer for people, and they get excited to see her. She is a welcoming person. She makes everybody feel welcome, and I'm really grateful to be here with both of you. And I just think that you guys are both very humble, but you have a lot to offer. You're not just like a title. You bring more to the table. So I just wanted to just let people know what you're really getting, because we don't talk about ourselves in in that way,
So why we're doing this podcast is I think we're all very passionate about this. I feel like I found a home here at North Star Credit Union, and it's certainly a job, but it's more than that. It's a very fulfilling role in my community, my small community, where I can have an impact, and I love that. I love feeling like I can have an impact on my community, to serve people, to help people. I do have a heart for that, and so the financial counseling, something I had an interest in and pursued, and again, love to help people. Or you just feel like they do need, find someone to turn to talk about their finances, which isn't always easy.
Exactly. And what you just mentioned there, Drew, with the counseling, through North Star Credit Union, we have LSS, Lutheran Social Services, counseling, free sessions, free 6
As a
sessions,
member,
I think, a year. Yeah, so you don't have to disclose uncomfortable things to somebody if you don't want to, but you could behind closed doors with April and of LSS, and she will help you navigate and get on your path. And that's one of the things we're doing here with this podcast, is directing you, guiding you to those different services that will help you better your financial situation.
Yeah. I think many of our listeners might be just wondering, why are we doing a podcast? What's this is a new thing, a credit union doing a podcast for here in our small towns. Why would we do a podcast?
We want to help people on their financial journey. Every single one of us has a story where we have run into debt, credit card debt, maybe medical bills, unexpected bills that pile up, and then pretty soon you find yourself in a scary spot. Or maybe you're a single mother like I was, and you're trying to make ends meet. And so what we want to do here with the podcast is just kind of talk to you, like real talk about the struggles we all go through, and then the services and products that North Star Credit Union offers to help you get to financial wellness.
If people were listening, what would you want them to gain out of this podcast?
Well, I have a metaphor, and it just came to me the other day because my husband and I were walking in the woods, and he was like, take out your compass. And I was like, I don't have a compass, but I have my watch that has a compass on it. I said, what? Honestly, what is the point of a compass? I don't even know how to really use it. What good is it to me in the woods here if I'm lost? And he said, well, if you know at least north and south, you know that you're going to run along a direction and you'll run into something. So he's like, for example, our road runs north to south outside of that wooded area. He said, so if you look at your compass, go north and you're going to run into the road. And I was like, wow, okay. So then I was thinking about our podcast and how it's, financial compass. And I thought, yes, a compass leading you out of the woods, out of being lost, out of not knowing where to go, what to do. Yeah. And so that's what we will offer is, kind of some guidance out of the financial woods.
Hopefully here to point you in the right direction. I think that is, again, our purpose and our hope for this podcast, North Star Credit Union's financial compass. Our hope is that, we're here. Again, just as normal, regular people, just like you, who have our own finances, we work with and deal with every day, but that we're here as people just like you to hopefully be some people that give you some direction when you need it. And, we're going to cover, a whole host of topics. Our hope is to even have an episode every week that you'll join us for Financial Fridays, as we're calling them. Every Friday, we're hoping to have a new episode for you. Sometimes we'll have guests, which will be exciting. People from our community, people within the credit union staff, to talk about various topics. But our hope is that we'll have an episode every Friday. We might depart from that schedule a little bit occasionally, but that's the hope, that we can give you some direction every Friday for Financial Fridays.
And make it fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I think just being able to have the chance to celebrate what the credit union does for the community and being able to relate on that level. And your story about the woods and feeling lost is so, I don't know, it kind of hits me in a spot where I've been there, not only feeling a little bit lost in the woods, but just in life where I could use that financial guidance or just guidance and overall wellness. So I'm just so appreciative that maybe I'm not the only one that doesn't know how to use a compass or would feel a little bit overwhelmed on my own. So being able to have people that get it and can guide me or provide tips or share stories or different things that they've gone through, that really brings meaning and value. And I hope to also learn throughout this process and share in things that we've gone through and listen to your stories. And I'm excited to also have guests to share their knowledge in different areas and just learn more and being able to connect in that way. I'm excited about that part for sure.
I get energized helping people. The other, when I first started, it wasn't too long into it, a member came in and they were really worried about identity theft and fraud, and they were about to pay a company to help them fix their credit. And I was like, why would you pay someone to help you fix your credit? That's going to take more money away from you. And so we were able to find a better solution. He got to save the money he would have been spending to have somebody help with his credit. And then he came back through the drive-thru one day and was like, thank you so much. I was able to track down what I needed to do and save money at the same time. So I felt so good about that. I was on cloud nine. And that's kind of the things that we'll do, because we are in the financial sector, so we are always thinking about it and can look at different avenues that you might not have thought of to help.
Yeah, it can get so complicated for people. Finances, banking has changed so much over the years. It's not like it used to be. And so in some ways it's more convenient. A lot of people don't even go into the bank or the credit union much anymore. So much is done online. But with all that, I think there's, also risks, scams, fraud. These are topics we'll discuss that you were, sort of referring to, Jessie, that, we hope are helpful to our listeners to just give them that awareness. And we'll have many other topics. We'll talk about loans, business banking, counseling, financial counseling, a variety of different topics.
The fact that we have online banking. A lot of people don't know that a credit union indeed has debit cards, credit cards, online banking, mobile bank. You can, check it all out from the comfort of your couch.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that credit unions had that when I first came aboard. So that is a relief, because then I know I can do things from afar.
Yeah.
Or home.
So for our listeners, this is what you can expect each week when you tune into the Financial Fridays, the North Star Credit Union podcast. Again, I'm coming from the Mountain Iron branch, and so is Melissa, and Jessie's at the Nashwauk branch. So this is what it'll look like, what it'll sound like if you join us each week. And Melissa, where can they find us?
You'll be able to see us on North Star Credit Union's YouTube channel and be able to listen to us on Spotify right now. And if you want to find any of the episodes, you can go to northstarcreditunion.org. Those will start to show up and you'll be able to listen, and we're really excited for you to be a part of that.
Yeah, we are very excited. I'm thrilled that we are doing this, and it's such a delight to be with you ladies, and I think it's a great way for us just to connect with our communities, and that's what I think is so cool about this podcast is we are small communities, and for people to be able to tune in, for us to be connected to them, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be able to go on this adventure with all of you and to have our listeners join us each week for Financial Fridays. So thank you for joining us today. Again, today was just an introduction, but join us next week, and we'd love to have you join us as we kind of share some stories and discuss different topics. But thank you for having us. And again, welcome to the North Star Credit Union podcast, your financial compass. Yeah, I don't know if it makes me an old man, but I still use the Alka-Seltzer tablets. I don't know if that's what normal people use still, but that's what I had in my mug today because I'm fighting a little bit of a cold. But yeah, I just dropped the tablets in there. I think, I had one of the tellers and cook sort of make fun of me because she was like, is that Alka-Seltzer tablets? like people use Dayquil. or like NyQuil or, not.
I
So
remember the
I don't know. I
Alka-Seltzer
felt
commercials.
old. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Alka-Seltzer works.
I think so.
Yeah. If I use NyQuil, I'm a zombie the next day. So
Yeah. I think it's way more fun, right? I mean, you get a little action out of it,
Yeah.
It just makes me feel better just watching it bubble in the mug. Like, this is going to fix everything.
This is the cure for the cold.
Yeah. So thank you, Alka-Seltzer. This is not an ad.
But if you want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Getting me through the day. And to all the haters out
The views
there.
on this podcast do not represent the entire North Star.
So cheers, folks, to Alka-Seltzer.
And to coffee.
Yes.
and just to good medicine, right? This is
Yeah.
what I'm here for. Laughter.
Yeah.
Laughter of the
Amen. Yeah.
medicine.
Tune in Fridays for new episodes on Spotify, YouTube, and coming soon to Apple. Or find the link on our website, northstarcreditunion.org.